What's up, guys? The Harlingen Real Fan here. I changed my name because I didn't like my old name. I mean, it sounded a little cool though, but it sounded really bad to me. Anyways, this is for railrol82. He is my. I love watching his videos every day. Railroll, if you're watching this, thanks for replying on the train I just catched. Anyways, check out this ancient crossbuck crossing. This is a little sample of the abandoned Edinburg branch line. It used to stretch, it used to cut through. This is the cotton factory where my dad used to work at. There used to be little burnt spots there. That's because that was the cause of the fire back then. Anyways, this is a spur on the branch line. This was their first cotton factory right here. This is where they would load up and take it to another cotton factory down the line, which is that way. Anyways, the real line is over here. Okay, so this crossing right here, as you can see, the crossbucks are really old and the paint is like fading away now. And look at the rails, they're all like, look, I mean, the grade is fine. The grade looks really close. And this side as well, rails look fine as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here, and also I'm recording on Google Maps. So if you have a Android, you won't have it on a Apple device. You have Apple Maps though, so that's similar to Google Maps, but it's just called Apple Maps. Anyways, there is an ancient railroad crossing, and it's on the actual branch line. Okay, railroad, this is gonna be a surprise to you. So these are twin crossing. There is two crossing on either side, so I call these the twin crossings. Anyways, as you can see, there is no bell on this signal on these crossings. Railroll. I think you're gonna get the idea that this was owned by the SAL. No, because there's obviously a pinnacle on top. That's what Union Pacific also uses. As you can see, these are Harman incandescent lights, as you can tell by the lenses. That is the actual relay case. That is the relay case. This place is where my great-grandfather used to work at. And my dad worked over there at the cotton factory. As you can see, this is the spur that goes into the cotton factory over here. My dad used to work at over there. There's the Union Pacific, the classic Union Pacific white emergency information. As you can see, there is a lot of rust on here. And track view, as you can see, there is a twin over there. Track view facing west towards, Hand Road, yes. I'm not counting the second crossing over there because it's obviously twin. And also it goes, there's a side street that goes right above, Expressway 83. I think it's Expressway 83, yeah. As you can see, this crossing is very ancient, and I actually do believe that this is an actual abandoned crossing. Oh yeah, and I forgot to get in on the east side. Anyways, facing east, as you can see, the spur right there, and then you see where it curves right there. That's where the line starts. It starts before it's in the Union Pacific yard. It starts there. It curves around here. like about almost half a mile down the track, or maybe a quarter of a mile, I don't know, it crosses this crossing right here. But these lights right here are Safe Tran lights. These lights right here are Harman. Why I can know they're Harman, because they have the little light on there in the back, and plus the visors are longer. These are Safe Tran 12 by 20 inch lights. These are Harman 12 by 24 inch lights. There's the switch to get onto the other spur that's over here. And I'm gonna also go a little bit down the line, into a small town called Primera. Yes, it's a very small town, and trust me, these crossings are really old. Okay, I'm gonna go to a crossing that had an interesting backstory to it. Crap. I just gotta wait until it loads up. Alright. There is 2 crossings on Primera Road. One which is owned by Union Pacific, and the other being owned by there's a 2007 view. Okay, I just need to get to the actual crossing here. Okay, here it is. This is the Primera Road number 2 crossing. This was also owned by Union Pacific, but part of a little short of the line, it was owned by Canadian Pacific. As you can see, these crosswalks are really old. And look at the grade right here. Look at the grade. Look at it. Oh, hold on. Crap. The flying ways are filled in. So there is identical no. Okay, Rolly, you see this? As you can see, the flying ways are all filled in with dirt, and there's no possible way that a train would get past through here. There is the Primera water tower, which is all the way over there. Now it's time to go to the crossing with the backstory. Okay, this is the only signalized crossing in Primera, Texas. This is a very small town just north of Harlingen. Well, the border of Harlingen. And then right when you cross under the Expressway 83, there is Combs, Texas. That's also a really small town as well. Okay, I found it. Stewart Place Road. This crossing also has 2 crossings, but number 1 is owned by a Rio Valley Switching Company. It's a railroad that's it goes near the border of Mexico. That's where it ends. Near the border of Mexico. Can't you believe that, Rolly? Anyways, time to... Okay, this... By 2011... Okay, as you can see, the crossing is signalized here. Okay, you just gotta wait. Okay, there's the new relay case, which is there. It's right here. And we're closer to the water tower. These are Western Coal & Hayes 12 by 24 inch LEDs. In 2007, these used to be crossbucks. Yes, the crossbucks that are right there, that was it for the crossing. And also, since this road is really small, the flying ways are not even that much filled in. They're just a little bit filled in with asphalt, so that's all for it. Anyways, in 2007, this crossing was crossbucks. Anyways, there is no remains of where the crossbucks were. So, yeah. Yeah. And plus, the crossbucks are mounted far back from the signals. the relay case, which it was owned by Union Pacific. Oh yeah, and the thing I was talking about were the Rayco cantilevers, and you can say Raco or Rayco, anything like that. Okay, this is an old crossing. This was in June 2011. Okay, so this is on Texas Highway 107. As you can see, these are the new crossings now. In June 2011, these signals were cantilevers. They were these cantilevers right here. As you can see, they were WRS 8-inch lights. Yes, they were. They were WRS 8-inch lights. And they were gateless cantilevers. As you can see, they just reused the old cantilevers, and then they just put mass signals there with gates. And although this signal right here is in perfect condition, the lights are RSI 12 by 24-inch lights, or Railroad Signal International Industries, I think. Anyways, this crossing has been poorly damaged. As you can see, the cantilever, at the end of the cantilever, there's pieces of metal hanging off from the cantilever, and two of the lights are missing. As you can see, one of the caps are hanging off from that light right there, and then one of the bulbs has been busted out, along with the visor and disc. Now let's take a look at this side right here. As you can see, it's not that bad right here, but when you take a look at it, one of the lights has fallen off of the brackets. And plus, this was actually, the crossings were, what do I have to say? Oh yeah, they were replaced in June of 2015. I mean, no, 2013. As you can see, the rails are not that bad when I saw them, but they are bad. As you can see, one of the lights are pushed up, and the other one is pushed down. The light right here is just hanging right there. It's just hanging like that. I think it's because it was due to the fact that neighborhood kids would come over here and then they would damage the crossing non-stop. As you can see, that's Palmetto Road. It's brother or sister. It's just a crosswalk crossing. So it's perfectly fine. It's like what I saw in 2011. The only things that have changed here is the signals here, the rails, which are badly overgrown, and that way especially. As you can see, there's a water tower somewhere. I guess they removed it already. I think that's gonna be a really big surprise for you, Rolly. Okay, this is in Santa Rosa. My grandma has been here only one time, and I think she's seen this crossing before, and it's a really, really big crossing. Alright. Sorry, really, that was my mom, obviously. And yes, I am a kid. Well, don't worry. Kids can like trains, whatever, because this is a free country, and we can do whatever we want. Not exactly. If you're a kid, yes, you can't do whatever you want. Anyways, this is the real deal right here. As you can see, these are all Raco 8-inch lights, whatever, Raco 8-inch lights. The cantilevers are old Raco cantilevers. The bell is not a Western Colony Hayes mechanical bell, even though it does look like one. It's actually a modern industries mechanical bell mounted on a PVC pipe. Also, the overhead lights are Rayco 8-inch lights. And look how close these hoppers are. And plus, there's big shrubs grown up on the tracks along here. So this was a really bad situation. The relay case is right over there. For some reason, the light of the relay case has been turned on. And look how close these hoppers are towards the crossing. Alright, here's the water tower. As you can see, these actually look identical to Safe Trent 8-inch lights. Now I'm going to take you to Edinburg. Okay, but first I'm going to show you where the line has been cut off. This is where the line has been cut off right here. The cotton factory is about right here. This large foundation right here, that's where it was. That was the real cotton factory. Then it went on. It went over here, it curved right here, and went into La Villa, went through that neighborhood. Sorry, I am sick. It went in through Elsa, curved right here, and I believe it went up, and then continued here, and then bam, we are at the especially now. Oh, it was right here. It was right here. Okay. So this is an unbelievably. This is one of the remnants. This is part of the Canadian Pacific line. Not to blame you. This was some really forgotten history that I never even noticed. Okay, I did not go that far down the line whenever I was trying to, see the line itself. But I did find some old remnants. Look at this sad sight. Hold on. It's right here. Look at this. Really, are you seeing this? This signal is the only signal left here. They forgot all about it, and plus the rails have been destroyed by trees. As you can see, there's a little bit of rails popping up there. The grate is horrible. The tracks are barely even seen over there. The signals are all gone over there, but the relay case is still there. And all that's left is just the signal. Just this signal. The lights are, they are Western Cullen Hayes 12 by 20 inch lights. The bell is a Western Cullen Hayes mechanical bell, but the signal is leaning backwards. That's the only thing I'm worried about. The lights have been turned the other way as well. There's a blue emergency information, which no one would even call. As I saw one of your videos, gone but not forgotten. Just a sad sight to see signals go. But they have to, really. They have to. And I think there is another signal right here. I don't know. There is another crossing. It's a crossbuck crossing down here. It was another crossing that was short away from here. On Jasmine Road. As you can see, the grate is wooden here. It has been overgrowth by trees as well. This is where the rails would have gone. As you can see right here, this is one of the old remnants of where the signals have stood. As you can see, this long metal post right here, that's where the signals would have been. The other one's gone. but at least there's still one remnant right here. Well, anyways, Rolly, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the video and comment down below. So yeah, as you see, Edinburg, Texas. So yeah, over and out.